Hello students, how are you all? I hope you all are doing very well. So, in our today's session, we will start about some important aspects of electric field. This is related to standard 12th physics volume 1 first unit, that is electrostat. Before I start our today's session, please I am requesting you to subscribe my channel Pratik Singh Classes. Please like and share my channel to your friends so that they can also get benefits from my knowledge, and please hit the bell icon so that whenever I will upload anything new related to your subject, okay, you will get its notification. Okay, so all right, let us start our today's class. Okay, so let us start our today's class. Now we will see about some important aspects of electric field. If you have remembered, in our previous class we have seen about superposition principle, then derivation, then how does the superposition principle is related to Coulomb's law. Then we have seen some important aspects of electric field and electric field lines. Now we will see about more implications or about more information about electric field. Okay, let us see this figure first. Okay, once a minute. So let us see this figure first. Let me change the color. Okay, this figure at this point we have a positive charge. Okay, this is a source charge. Suppose at point P, the point P is for reference. At point P we have a test charge Q naught, and in physics whenever we will talk about test charge, it will always be a positive charge. Always keep in mind, source charge may be positive or negative, but test charge will always be positive. Okay, now see here, because of this positive and positive charges, they will repel each other. So here the electric field lines will be away from this source charge, that is from Q to point P and outwards, as shown here in this vector, red color vector. For a positive source charge, the electric field P at points radially outward from charge Q. Okay. Now, if suppose the source charge itself becomes negative, in that situation, okay, we have a charge here at point P, and that is a positive charge, that is test charge, that is Q naught. Okay, and at this point we have a negative charge, that is the source charge. Okay, because these are the opposite charges, they will attract each other. In this situation, the electric field lines will be in radially inward direction. So it says that for a negative source charge, the electric field at point P radially inwards towards charge Q. Okay, so keep in mind, okay, that what will be the direction of electric field from positive charge and what will be the direction of electric field from negative charge. Okay, the direction of electric field from positive charge will be in radially outward direction, as you have seen in this example, and the direction of electric field from a negative charge will be in inward direction, as you have seen in this example. All right. Okay, next topic. If the electric field at point P is E, then the force experienced by test charge Q naught placed at point P is given by F is equal to Q naught into E. Here Q naught is the amount of test charge and E is the electric field. F is the force. Okay, this equation is just derived from equation number 1.4. If you see here, that is A is equal to F by Q naught, then F is equal to E into Q naught. Okay, this is Coulomb's law in terms of electric field. In second last year, a question has came in 3 marks, okay, that derive the Coulomb's law in accordance with electric field. Okay, or this question may also be asked in 1 mark, like write Coulomb's law in terms of electric field, and in the options there may be 4 different equations and you have to choose the correct option, that is F is equal to Q naught into E. Okay, and you can see in this figure, okay, that here in this figure, what are the things given here? If Q is positive charge, positive, the force on test charge Q naught is directed away from Q. Now see here, this is your source charge, that is Q, and it is positive, that is proton. Okay, here at point P, this is your test charge. Test charge is our charge of consideration. Okay, because these are the positive charges. In that situation, Q naught will be repelled outward because of Q. Okay, in that situation, the direction of electric field will be this one. Okay, the direction of electric field will be this one in outward direction, radially outward direction. If suppose our source charge Q is negative, that is minus Q, okay, and at point P at a distance of R, our test charge is there, Q naught, which is positive. Okay, in that situation, the direction of the electric field at charge Q naught because of Q will be in inward direction. Here you can see that one is negative charge and other is positive charge, so because of that there will be force of attraction, and so here the direction will be opposite from this situation. Okay, alright, third point. The equation 1.4 implies that the electric field is independent of test charge Q naught and is dependent only on the source charge Q. We already have seen this point. Next one, since the electric field is a vector quantity at every point in a space, this field has unique direction and magnitude as shown in figure 1.6a and b. We will see that later. Okay, here you have to keep in mind that electric field is a vector quantity. That means it has magnitude as well as direction. Then the field has unique direction and magnitude. Okay, for positive charges, the electric field lines goes outward, and for negative charges, electric field lines comes inward. You always have to keep in mind this thing. Okay, from equation 1.4, what was our equation? That is E is equal to A by Q naught. We can infer that the distance, as the distance increases, the electric field decreases in magnitude. That is, we have something like this. E is equal to F by Q naught. Okay. Okay, so from this line, from this sentence, we can say that magnitude of electric field E is equal to F by Q naught. That is equal to K into Q by R square, where Q is the amount of charge on the source particle and R is the distance from test particle to source particle, or test charge to source charge. Okay, here if you see that E is, that is electric field, magnitude of electric field E is inversely proportional to 1 by R square. That means as the distance will increase, the strength of electric field will decrease. That is given here. The field decreases in magnitude as distance increases. Okay. Now we will see figure 1.6a and 1.6b that the length of electric field vector is shown for 3 different points. Okay, that is related to the magnitude. We have seen here that E is inversely proportional to 1 by R square. That means if suppose we have a charge particle, whether positive charge or negative charge, okay, as we go away from the charge particle, the strength of the magnetic field will go on decreasing, and after some time it will become 0. Okay. As you can see from this figure 1.6a and 1.6b, okay, in 1.6a we have a positive charge Q, and here in 1.6b we have a negative charge minus Q. Okay, we have seen earlier that from positive charge, okay, let me draw, from positive charge electric field lines comes out, and from negative charges electric field lines goes inward. Okay, it is same as the north and south poles of the magnet, which you have seen in your class 10th, and same thing we will see in 12th also. Now see, around this positive charge plus Q we have 3 points, point P, point Q and point R. Okay, point P is at the least distance from charge Q. Okay, then the point Q is at the farthest distance from the charge. That means if suppose this charge is at point O, that means OP, distance OP is lesser than distance OE is lesser than distance OQ. Okay, what does that mean? In your class 11th, you studied that the magnitude of the vector is directly proportional to the length. You can see here the length of this vector, vector EP, is highest than that of vector ER, and EQ is the least. That means the strength of EP is highest and the strength of EQ is less. Why? Because point P, this distance from this center, from the center of this charge to point P is least, and the center distance from the center of the charge Q to point capital Q, okay, this is highest. Okay, so this is given here. Likewise, if you see in the case of negative charge also, P is at least distance from negative charge Q, and Q is the at highest distance from the charge. That is why the strength of electric field at point P here will be highest, and the strength of magnetic field at point Q will be least. Okay, that means if you see here, okay, EP in magnitude, I am not writing here in vector form, so I am just writing magnitude. Okay, the magnitude of electric field E at P is higher than ER and highest from EQ. So EQ is least and EP is highest. Okay, so keep in mind that as the distance increases, the strength of electric field decreases. Okay, and not only this, a lot of other things also we will see in this coming chapter. Okay, now coming to our next topic, next point, number 7. What does it say? There are two kinds of electric field: uniform or constant and non-uniform or varying. Whenever in physics we come to the word uniform, that means there is something which is constant or which is not changing with respect to three things: place, time and magnitude. Okay, and non-uniform means any one of the thing is changing. Okay, either place is changing, that means the coordinate is changing, or the value is changing, that means magnitude, or the time is changing. So in that situation it will become non-uniform. When we say about uniform electric field and non-uniform electric field, okay, what does that mean? Uniform electric field will have same direction and constant magnitude at all points in a space. Okay, this is a hypothetical or ideal concept. Okay, we need this concept for a lot of time to solve our day-to-day problems. Non-uniform electric field will have different direction or different magnitude or both. That means they may have either different direction or different magnitude, or it may have different direction and magnitude both. Okay, we will see that with the help of figures given below in figure 1.7. The electric field created by a point charge is basically non-uniform electric field. This non-uniformity arises both in direction and magnitude, with the direction being radially outward or inward depending upon the charge nature, that is either positive charge or negative charge, and magnitude changes as distance increases. Okay. Okay, so whatever we have seen earlier in theoretical, let us come to understand that things. Okay, now you can see here, this is the example of uniform electric field. Why? Because if you see here, the direction of the electric fields are same and also its magnitude are equal. That means its length, if you see this vector, okay, the length of all the vectors are same and their direction is same. That means this is an example of uniform electric field. Okay, here this is example of non-uniform electric field. Can you say why? Because here the direction is same, that is from left to right side, but as it goes away from left to right, its magnitude is decreasing. Okay, if the length of the vector will decrease, that means its magnitude will decrease, because the vector's magnitude and its length are directly proportional to each other. So here one thing is same but one thing is changing. Here direction is same but magnitude is changing. That is why it is an example of non-uniform electric field. Okay, as we have seen in earlier in theoretical thing that and whenever we come only with one charge, okay, with a point charge, the it creates non-uniform electric field. Why? Because the as we go away from the charge, the strength of the electric field decreases, as well as it is three-dimensional, not in the same direction. That is why its direction is not constant and also its magnitude is not constant. So always a point charge is an example of creating non-uniform electric field. Okay, here what you can see is here the magnitude is changing as well as direction is changing, both. Okay, so this is an example of non-uniform electric field. So I hope you have understood all the aspects of electric field and electric field lines. Okay, so this is the end of our today's session. I hope you might have enjoyed it. See, these days we are going through a devastating pandemic of COVID-19. Okay, recently state government has announced that the state is going again for lockdown for around 2 weeks. We don't know when this will finish, when this COVID-19 pandemic will finish. Okay, even we don't know when the schools and colleges will reopen. Let me suppose that if it starts from the mid of August, in that situation we already have delayed the session by a term, that means of 3 months. Okay, so in your hand you have just 7 to 8 months for the preparation of your 12th portion as well as for NEET and JEE exam. Okay, I don't think that staffs from any college or school are going to finish the portion on time. Even they will have a lot of difficulty to finish full portion even before the main exam. Okay, so there is a lot of work you have to do. Don't waste your time staying at home and making any TikTok videos or WhatsApp, Facebook. Those are just waste of time. I request you all that please go through the books. If you have hard copy, okay, very well. The students who have passed standard 12th exam this year, please go and bring books from them, or you can also download the books from Tamil Nadu textbook online, okay, from internet. I request all of you that please go through the books. Okay, these days I am making videos, small videos on physics. Very soon I will upload videos related to chemistry and mathematics. Okay, for standard 12th as well as standard 11th. Not only PCM, I will also upload videos related to the tutorials of economics. Okay, then arts, history, geography. Okay, then accounts as well. Fine. So the description I will give in the bio of this video lecture. You can get it from the description of the lecture. I request you all to please subscribe my channel and let your friends know about this channel. Let all of you get benefit of my knowledge. Whatever I know, I will give all of you free of cost. Nothing there. Okay. And please hit the like button and subscribe my channel and share the channel among your friends so that everybody will get benefit. Okay. Around tomorrow by this time I will upload videos related to the next topic of your standard 12th physics. Till then, go through all my video lectures. Stay tuned. This is Pratik Singh signing off. Bye bye.